It's Ash from Super Videos back for another video. In this video we're going to be talking about a topic that's going around. It's blowing up. It's about an article done by Movie Pilot. It's basically an article done about an interview Scott M. Gimple did with TV Line about the possibility of Rick Grimes dying in season 8. So obviously the article, it's a clickbait, but I thought since everybody's talking about it and since it's just blowing up, I would share my thoughts about it. But obviously because it's a clickbait article and it's a clickbait thing, I thought the best thing to go with that would be a clickbait thumbnail, which is what I have here with Rick Grimes as a walker. But I just had fun making this thumbnail, so it doesn't mean that I agree with the article, and I'm going to talk about that. So again, the article comes from Movie Pilot. I'll leave a link in the description below. So the title reads, Producer hints Rick Grimes might die in The Walking Dead Season 8. Here's why that's a good thing. That's not a good thing. If you think about it, Rick Grimes dying at the moment in Season 8 would destroy the show. The show just wouldn't be able to move forward if Rick Grimes dies in Season 8. There's a lot of material, even from the comics, that depends on Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes is the protagonist. He's the main character. We've been following him from the beginning. So to say that it's a good thing if Rick dies, that just shows that they have no idea what they're talking about. That they just don't know about the structure of the show and what Rick Grimes means to the show. In the future, we may end up being in a position where killing Rick off would be the right thing to do, would be a good thing to do. But in Season 8, I just don't see it. I don't think that Rick Grimes dying in Season 8 is a good thing. So that's that. Now, that statement comes from a part of the quote from an interview Scott M. Gimple, the showrunner, did with TV Line. So I'll read the quote and I'll say exactly why the quote, explain why it doesn't mean what they think it means. I'll read the quote. So Gimple says, Rick will suffer any loss, even his own self, to give his people and other people the life that they should live, where the world belongs to all of them and not just one person. A real life. That's the only choice. So he's willing to face the losses. So what part of that says that Rick is going to die in Season 8? Nowhere. So I think what Gimple is saying, and I'm pretty confident with my thoughts about this, I think that Gimple means that Rick has reached a point where he's not going to kneel down anymore. He's not going to be broken anymore. He's going to do anything he can to make sure that Negan and the Saviors are killed. There's no way that Rick is going to kneel down to Negan and let him take control again. So before, when he was truly broken, he was thinking about everybody else. Like he said to Michonne in 708, I don't want anyone else to die. I don't want to lose you, Carl, or anyone else. But at this point, he's reached a level where he accepts any loss, as long as it means that it's going to end with Negan and the Saviors being killed. He may lose people during this war. He may lose Michonne. He may lose Carl. He may lose his friends and family members and things like that. But at the end of the day, the loss would be worth it because they would be getting rid of this big, big bad that is making everyone's lives miserable. And to Rick Grimes, at this point, this life is not worth living if it's living under Negan's thumb. So that's what I think this quote is coming from. Gimple is saying that Rick Grimes is accepting that he's gonna lose people. He will suffer losses, and he knows that's the only choice he can make. That there is no way around it, that he's gonna lose people, that there's gonna be losses, but at the end of the day, there's gonna be victory, there's gonna be triumph. And if he doesn't go into it because he thinks people are gonna get killed, people may still get killed along the way, even if Rick is faithful to Negan and loyal to Negan. As we've seen, Rick didn't do anything to Negan, and Olivia and Spencer ended up getting killed. So I think in Rick's eyes, it doesn't matter what Rick does, Negan will kill people. So if that's gonna happen, then why not just get rid of Negan? People are gonna die regardless, so why not just kill Negan? So I think that's where it's coming from. It's not about Rick Grimes actually dying in Season 8. Obviously, you can make the case that he will sacrifice himself. That's a given. We know that. Because Rick is accepting any type of loss, he is accepting his own life as well. He is willing to sacrifice his own life as well to save everyone else. But what Scott Gimple is saying, it doesn't mean that Rick is actually gonna die. It's just symbolism. It's just saying where Rick Grimes is at the moment and where Rick's mindset is at the moment. So I definitely think that this article was clickbait. Recently there have been a lot of clickbait articles from different sources, but at this time, because it's in the off season, there's going to be a lot of these articles coming out. So we got to be careful what we read, and we have to make sure that we are reading into things the correct way. But I want to know your opinions about this. What do you think about this article? What do you think about Gimple's quote? That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll be back for another video.